glorious countryside, a rich industrial history, beautiful nature spots. Walking and exploring our local area is good for our body, mind and well-being. The picture postcard village of Belbroughton in North Worcestershire was formed thanks to the streams emerging from the Clent Hills. The continuously flowing Belne Brook brought a steady supply of water for early settlements dating back from Saxon times, as well as power for the watermills. The earliest would have been corn mills in the 13th century, and by the 16th century Belbroughton had become well known for its many mills and its expert scythe making. Belbroughton History Society have produced a walking guide so that you can explore the sites of 11 mills along the Belne Brook, from its source through the village of Belbroughton and on to Drayton. This is our leaflet, and we are about a couple of 100 metres away from the start of the Belne Brook, about 600 feet above sea level, and that's on the Calcourt side of the Clent Hills. The first mill is Shut Mill, just behind me here. Dating from about 1295, it would have originally been used as a flour mill. It closed in 1886 and the wheel was removed in 1920. Just along from our first mill is Sling Pool, a beautiful oasis which fed water into the next mill, Newton Forge. One of the leading figures in the scythe-making industry, Isaac Nash, started his first venture in the area here, and in the 1840s he employed 2 men at the forge. It was used for the initial part of scythe manufacture until it closed in the 1920s. Scythes are handmade tools with a long wooden handle and metal blade forged in the mills. They provide a very clean cut and were used for harvesting crops and clearing vegetation. The Bell, one of the oldest pubs in Belbroughton, is at a now busy main road junction. Originally the Belne Brook formed a mill pool here, but this disappeared with the building of the A491 in 1963. Across the road in Hartle Lane you can see the stream through the hedging and trees, and this feeds into the first of a series of mill pools and mills. Galton's Mill is still used as a commercial property, and a short walk along we come to open countryside and the pools, where many of the boys and men working in the mills would swim, a welcome relief after working in the hot forges. There are resident kingfishers, ducks, geese, herons and a swan family. The pools fed water to the mills, including Middle Mill, one of the last working mills in the area. Middle Mill consisted of 2 single-storey buildings and it had 3 water wheels. The last worker was Eddie Moore, on the right of this photo. We're told he started work as early as 4:30 each morning so he could finish in time to play cricket. And like us, he enjoyed walking. He knew every path and walked them all regularly, keeping them in use. Our walk beside the stream in Dark Lane brings us to a pretty spot known as Ram Alley, named after a hydraulic ram used in a mill here. Also, there was once a corn mill and a blade mill here. The village sign was donated to the village by the Women's Institute in 1938. Throughout the village you will see hundreds of large circular millstones in the stream or reused to build walls. History and heritage can be seen everywhere, including at the Working Men's Club, which was provided by Isaac Nash for his workers in 1886. Our walk takes us along a quiet pathway at the back of the village where you can hear the stream and see the site of the former Nash works. Originally a watermill, it was owned by 2 industrial families, the Waldrons in the late 1700s and Isaac Nash when he took over in 1873. This was the last scythe works to close in 1968 after 400 years of history and craftsmanship. Following the Belne Brook leads us to the site of Lower Belbroughton Mill, which was known locally as Nog's Mill, after the coarse cloth that was produced here in the 18th century. It's probably one of the most photographed spots in Belbroughton, and even had a tea shop shown in old postcards catering for tourists almost 100 years ago. And you can still see a sluice gate by the bridge. Further along we join Drayton Road and are now on the home stretch of the walk. Here is a map showing our route.
Walking is so important. I had a heart attack 8 months ago, and I was told by the doctors, when I was lucky to survive it, and I was told, get walking. Now I go walking every day. Today has been wonderful, walking along the brook, exploring a bit I haven't looked at before. And I've made my 6,000 step walk, and I've really enjoyed it.
With walking, you can just do it anytime, any day, anywhere. And as far as I'm concerned, I just want to keep healthy.
I've certainly kept my weight regular and I don't have bad backs or anything like that, which is great for someone of my age.
I'm a walk leader for the National Trust on the Clent Hills. I really enjoy taking groups out, particularly along our waterways, the brooks we have running around here, and the waterfalls where the mills were, and the benefits of being by those waterfalls, how they lift you up, really help to boost your mood.
I hope this walking trail inspires other people to explore the area, to get out into the fresh air, get plenty of exercise, feel good in themselves, as well as learn about the fascinating history we have here.
Drayton Mill is a two-storey building which is said to have had the largest water wheel in the county. And this is the beautiful mill pool which feeds Drayton Mill. We hope that our short film has inspired you to walk and enjoy, explore our beautiful countryside and local historic sites. You can complete the full 4.5 miles in one go, or just sections at a time. And you can find the Belne Brook Trail map on our website, www.belbroughtonhistory.org.uk.